Okay, I know it's been a while, but I have a rant today. Okay. You know, I think it's human nature for people to want to feel special, to feel unique, um, to feel like their efforts have a purpose, to feel like their accomplishments are acknowledged, they don't go unnoticed. Well, I get it, okay? And to achieve that desire, to fulfill that desire, people will seek out a competition level that they see as both attainable, but also lives up to their own standards of what they think is, impressive in their own mind. So for some people, maybe that's like going for an Olympic medal. If you can't do that, okay, maybe it's winning a major marathon. Maybe it's just winning a local turkey trot. If you can't do that, some people might drive to some small podunk town like Freeport, Kansas, that has a population of 4 people and set up their own 5K race and win by a landslide. Okay. Some people even are driven to the point of desperation where they do a marathon to set a Guinness World Record because they ran in a cactus costume in 5 hours, running in 5 hours, because no one's ever done that before. People compete, Strava, KOM, King of the Mountain leaderboards, which I think is pretty stiff competition sometimes, because, especially during 2020 when the COVID lockdowns, there were no races, so people had to find an outlet for, running hard workouts. And you can cherry pick them, obviously, do certain ones that you maybe have an advantage on, but ultimately you have to be the best at that segment. So that means something, right? Well, now, this new development with Strava, now there's the local legends. It's ridiculous and sad and pathetic, okay? First of all, I'm already a local legend, okay? I got the shirt to prove it, all right? I don't need anyone to tell me that I'm a legend, okay? But aside from that, it's dumb because it doesn't mean anything, okay? All you have to do to be a local legend is they track how many people or how many times you run a certain segment, okay? So if you run, sometimes people get it because they bike to work and they commute every day the same segment and they get it. That's not an accomplishment. Doesn't matter how fast you do it, how long it takes you, just if you do it the most times in 90 days compared to someone else. It's not impressive when you get it, but also you can lose it just by not running the segment over a 90-day period. It's dumb. Great achievements stand the test of time, okay? Now, I didn't even know this existed until I started getting email notifications. Uh-oh, you lost your... And I'm like, oh crap, someone took a KOM. Like, which one was it? Let's see this. And it was local legends. I'm like, what the hell is a local legend? First of all, I didn't know I was a Strava local legend in the first place. I don't even know what the segment is. And apparently I'm the legend of it. Or I just lost it. I don't want email notifications about it, okay? I don't want a leaderboard. I don't care. If other people want to do it, that's on them, okay? They're the kind of people who race when they're driving from red light to red light. It's pointless. But I don't care. KOMs are way more respectable. I just think it's dumb. And I know, I'm sorry if it feels like I'm bashing slow runners that have no other choice because they can't do any of the other things that I mentioned earlier in the video. But the fact of the matter is some people are just normal. Some people are mediocre. And you just have to accept that. And they do have like yearly leaderboards, like maybe you have the best time for the year. I don't look at that. Nobody cares. But like you could have your own little internal victory there. But just to be a local legend, that's stupid. I don't want to be on the leaderboard. I don't want to be notified. I don't want anyone to think they took it from me because I don't even care about it. But here's the thing, okay? I'm not just going to criticize without providing a solution, okay? So one solution is, how they have group leaderboards right now where they track everything by, like elevation gain for the week and mileage for the week or activity minutes for the week, whatever. That would be something you could do for local legends, but like for that area, like if you live in Omaha, Nebraska, then automatically everyone in Omaha shows up on the same leaderboard, whether or not it's a quote unquote like group. That's one way. It's kind of boring, but that would be an improvement. I think the best solution would be to have a segment shootout, okay? And that's where, let's just keep the 90-day rule, okay? So over 90 days, every day is a different segment. It's a randomly generated segment from that area. So if it's in Omaha, Nebraska, maybe within like 10 miles of, you know, the central part of Omaha, there'll be a segment. And you have 24 hours, midnight to midnight, to complete that segment. And if you do, you gain a point. Doesn't matter if you're fast or slow or whatever. If you actually complete that segment, you gain a point. And over the 90 days, whoever's leading is the local legend. And maybe after the end of the 3 months, it resets or something. That would be kind of cool. And what would be cool about that is right now, local legends is encouraging someone to do the same route over and over. It's turning people into unimaginative, like just compliant drones that just do the same thing every day at a snail's pace. It's dumb, it's boring. Let's mix it up a little bit, okay? So at least with this new segment shootout, it gets people to kind of branch out, try new areas. Oh, I've never heard of that trail. Let's go check it out. Where's that segment start and end? Let's go find out. Like, maybe you'll discover, the whole point of Strava is like to explore, right? And log your adventures. So it'll get people to, like, you know, actually try new runs, new areas, you know, find new adventures, and then maybe they'll like make friends or meet along the way, because it'll be collaboration too, because, you know, every segment, each day there's a segment, everyone has to do that segment. So you might see other Strava users, athletes, like doing the same segment at the same time as you. And so it'd be kind of fun and competitive at the same time. And then here's the thing though. Let's say it's over a 90-day period. In the first 10 days, there's 50 people that have done it. You got to have someone who's the current local legend. So I think the tiebreaker will be the fastest person on that daily segment is the local legend. So if everyone has 5 points, but on the 5th day, you know, someone decided to run harder, they're the local legend that day. But the next day, let's say they run an easy run and someone else runs it hard, they're a local legend. So it can like trade hands, but you're still like tied for the lead. So you could always become local legend again on another day. So think about the segment shootout, like just in Santa Barbara alone, sometimes like there's beach segments and you can only run them when it's low tide. Like how wild would that be if like one of the segments on a day was on the beach and low tide was at 4 in the morning. So everyone's like getting up really early at 4 in the morning to hit the segment before the tide comes up. Like, I think this could be a really like fun thing. That would be fun. I think that's the best idea. So Strava, if you hear this, if anyone knows any connections in Strava, like shout them out, because I think this is a way better idea. And it took me 5 minutes to come up with it. On the drive here, do my run, I'm like, local legend sucks. So Strava, fix it. That is all. The legend has spoken. The true legend has spoken. The end. Boom.